found it. I dropped this rivet earlier and I've been stepping on it. I am in the process of trying to make a dog collar. It's been fun. It's been a fun, relaxing day trying to figure this out. So I got a buckle and a couple of buckles and a couple of D-rings coming from the buckle guys. So I figured I'll just come down here and get started with a dog collar for our golden retriever, because this is the one that we've been using. And doing some research on YouTube, I think a comfortable size for the dog is 1-inch strap. So I'm just using this this chrome tan leather. This is actually the very first leather I ever bought when I got into the leather craft. Anyway, so I had a piece, figure I'll cut it. So all I did was, so far what I did is I went up and put this around my dog's neck and kind of got a general idea of the length of it. And then from there, I've been just using a buckle that I had here just to kind of fit things up. And a couple of things was, the first one is what am I going to use as the keeper for the strap. So when you come around, you have this keeper. So one, I tried using rivets. This is actually mounted in the wrong location. It's I screwed up on that. So I used rivets for this. Then I was making another prototype, and I used a thinner, not such a wide piece, just for no other reason, just to practice. I had this piece laying around, so I figured let's just use it. I didn't have to cut it. So I made another keeper, and this time I stitched the two ends together, so then I can just slide it over my leather, so I have a keeper that way. But so then I'm thinking about just stitching it instead of riveting it, because you know what a waste on some rivets. Just waste these two. It don't matter. So what I ordered was a buckle with the center bar, and it's kind of curved a little bit. So I can actually use the buckle as the keeper. So I was thinking about doing that. Well, that's what I'm gonna try. And then for where the dog lead goes to, the leash goes to, I noticed a lot of online, they would have, that you got your buckle. God, I'm telling you, I'm never prepared. Never. So you get the buckle. I'm trying to figure this out. I'm going backwards here. Of course, this is all going to change. Just trying to move this project along so when I do get my buckle. So when you have your buckle and you have your strap come through. So normally what I seen done online is that they'll have the D-ring right here, right where the buckle is. You can do that because you can act as your keeper, so you don't have to use a leather keeper or whatever. You can use this as a keeper and also for your dog lead. So what's going to end up happening is when you hook your dog up to the lead, this thing's going to want to spin all the way around, become the back part on the back side of the dog's neck. So what I was thinking, and what I've seen online, this is just my version of it, I guess, is putting the dog lead on the back. So you got your buckle front and your dog lead in the back, and I just riveted on there just to see if I'm going to like it or not, and how I'm going to do the design. I might make this strap longer, and then also sew it on in rivet, sew it in rivet. So this is what I'm working on. I guess it's just me thinking out loud and maybe getting some feedback from some of my viewers that do leathercraft. Is that, what do you think about that lead being in the back? And then I don't really want to go out and buy you know, a heavier ounce leather for one project. So I have some veg tan leather. I got chrome tan. I suppose I can make it out of chrome tan. I can make it whatever I want. I mean, there's no leather police. So I'm just going to use the leather I have here. And I have some pink leather that I can always make a leather leash out of too. But where was I going with that? Forgot where I was going with it. Oh, so yeah, so I think I'm gonna. I like to be able to make it a more of a finished looking leather, or dog collar is putting two pieces of leather together and stitching it all up, and that will hide these rivets on the inside. I don't even know if that's even necessary. And then I guess the other thing too is that, you know, when you have a keeper, you know, if you're making a leather keeper, or if you're using a D-ring as your leather keeper, is that I know that when my wife and I are putting our Angel's collar on, you know, she can be fussy at times. So trying to get the buckle buckled and then trying to get that, it's just one less thing that you have to mess around with when you're working with a impatient dog. So, or if you are, I mean, she's really good. I mean, she's actually very, very easy to work with when it comes to putting a collar on. But I'm saying, if you know, one less thing that you have to worry about of trying to get in there. So having it in the back here, and then just doing the buckle with the center post or the center bar, and not worry about making the keeper up. And then the width of it being 1 inch, that might be comfortable. You know, I might use this leather. I might use this leather and stitch it up with two pieces of leather. But that might feel really nice with some cream color thread. And then these open areas, like between the first hole here, is putting Angel's name and then my wife's phone number. So if she happens to get away. But I'm still working on trying to figure out the length of it, because you know this hole normally doesn't go all the way up here. You know, I would keep it down here, have this little tag len. But the reason why, because I actually had it longer and I just been cutting it back. I just put a bunch of holes to see when I go to put it around her neck, I could see where it is. And then eventually I'm just going to measure it once I get the length right. And then I'll find my most comfortable hole. And then I'll just go two on either side of that main hole. So I think that's the plan there. The other thing I wanted to share with you is that having my shop this way, I'm absolutely loving it. I'm still reaching for my tools in the front. Not used to having this over here, so it's been a learning curve and something, or growing pains, or whatever you want to call it, But I'm enjoying it, and the reason why I'm enjoying it the most is I can work all the way around the table. When I was doing research for this collar on YouTube, I would be watching the video over there, and then it would come over, and I can work right here and go right back to the computer. This has been great. I absolutely love this setup. So it's just been a fun, relaxing project. My buckle should be in a couple of days. So I think I got a good head start. I'm not there yet. I'm still working out the details, but it's a good relaxing project. I don't feel pressure. I don't feel, anxious about it or anything. So it's working out pretty good. It's a fun little project. And I've been wanting to do it for a long time, so I had a little bit of time today, so I figured, what the heck, I'll do it. And I wanted to share with you guys the new layout again and how it's working out for me. It's been working out great. I just grab what I need and put it right here, and it can work all the way around the table. All right, get out, get out. Like, subscribe. Catch you guys on the next one. Peace.